Danger, awesomeness ahead. Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the Venza, Toyota Venza 2021. This is the limited model here. It's in coastal gray. It is beautiful. It is amazing. Look at that profile. It must be review time. Water bottle. Horrible voice. I've got laryngitis or something. So you guys can all make fun of me in the comment section, but it's review time. I'm pushing through. To me, the Venza is a vehicle that first was ahead of its time when it was launched, when it was sent to the market. This vehicle right here, this is luxury, this is performance, this is great gas mileage. Look at the sleek flowing lines. It is beautiful. And I'm so excited to show you all of the features that come standard on the Limited. This won't have a lot of extra option packages on it. You're not gonna see the Stargaze panoramic roof up there, but this is everything that's standard by getting the LTD, baby. For all you college basketball fans, I sound a lot like Dickie V talking about the Venza. This is a real PTP, baby. Diaper dandy. Oh, it's awesome. First thing I want to do is look all the way around Venza because there's a lot to see. You can see the 19-inch alloy wheels. They look great. Of course, wheel size and appearance is real important to people. And I think this is a good match because it looks classy, it looks luxurious, it looks expensive. Look at the LED lights all the way across. You can see the two chrome pipes. This is very exciting to me, folks. And then we're going to continue our circle around. Look at the front end. This is unlike pretty much any other Toyota I've ever seen. The LED projector headlights. Oh boy, we got to talk about some stuff here, folks. We're going to start her up using our smart key. Vehicle will automatically turn off if parked for 1 hour. Do you want to perform the auto off or keep vehicle on? You get your choice. A little history on Venza. When Venza first came out, people were talking about it being sort of a combination between a Camry and a RAV4, if that makes any sense, because it has versatility, it's got cargo space, but it drives like a car. We're gonna see some similar properties in this one too, starting with the ground clearance. This is 7.677 inches, so 7.6 inches, which is less than a RAV4, but it's also more than a Camry. So we're starting to see kind of where this is going to be grouped. It drives totally like a car, I think. Notice these LED projector headlights. They shine brighter, wider, farther, they'll last longer, and they look super sweet on this vehicle. We're going to get in a little closer here just so you can see the sweeping lines here along with the chrome. And I don't really know how to describe the front grille. It has traditional horizontal slats like you see in a lot of Toyotas now. It reminds me very much of a Camry XLE. But then you see these lines, these vertical lines that are sort of vertical, they're sort of diagonal. Hey look, it's the blue Toyota symbol. I'm gonna show you underneath the vehicle. There's really not much to see because it's all closed in. But some people like to see just what the guts look like from a different view. The turning circle of Venza, it depends on if you judge it by the tires or the body. If you judge it by the tires, it's 37.4 feet. Or if you judge it by the body, it's 40 feet. So let's turn it around so you can see how tight it turns. We're gonna take a look under the old hood here and see what we're working with. We've got a prop rod and also hood protection here. It keeps the car a little bit quieter. It's flame retardant. Now, performance, we're working with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine that works with 3 electric motors. And what I mean by that is this is the hybrid synergy drive, which means that working together, it produces not just what's coming from the 4-cylinder engine, but also the electric motor components. It's going to give you 219 net hybrid horsepower, which is the same that you will see in a RAV4 hybrid. It works with an electronic CVT, continuous variable transmission. It's an electronic on-demand all-wheel drive. Now, what do I mean when I say electronic on-demand all-wheel drive? That means that it works like a front-wheel drive vehicle. The front wheels do most of the work until it's needed when you approach and hit wet roads, snowy roads, muddy roads where you're losing traction. Then it can push power to the back wheel so that everything is doing work in an all-wheel drive fashion. It gives you the most optimal traction possible. There are different driving modes. You'll see 4 of them. There's going to be normal mode. EV is electric vehicle, so at lower speeds, it's going to use just electric power. At higher speeds, it's going to use the gasoline electric combination for hybrid. There's going to be a sport mode for more responsive acceleration if you want to beat somebody off the line, or you want to get up a hill really fast, or you want to pass somebody on a country road when you need to, that kind of stuff. Or maybe get up to highway cruising speed fast as you're getting on the ramp. Eco mode gives you better gas mileage. It takes a little bit off the throttle, a little bit off the heating and air conditioning system, and it gives you more gas mileage, better gas mileage. MPG, baby! So, do you want the better gas mileage? Do you want more power? That's something that you're going to decide on your own. Now, I've used this term before. Venza uses McPherson struts in the front for suspension, but it uses the multi-link rear suspension. And what does that mean? It gives you the best of both worlds. We're going to quote Hannah Montana and Van Halen. We got the best of both worlds. I want the best of both worlds. And now it's going to be smooth at highway cruising speeds, smooth on city straight streets, but it's very responsive. It tightens up when you're going around curves. So it gives you the best of everything. And the cool part is it does it on its own. Again, I do want to show off the profile. Hi, I'm right here. I want to show off the profile of the vehicle. Just look at the aerodynamic, the luxury Lexus-like look of the lines as they flow. They're very soft, smooth lines. They cut right through the air. Now, Limited has something that maybe something like a Venza LE will not have, or other vehicles will have. It has 5-door smart key operation. So what does that mean? If you've got the key in your pants pocket, it automatically unlocks it even on the back door. We'll lock it up here. Let's try it again. Automatically locks it here. That's cool. Now we're going to try it on the back hatch. So it's 5 doors, both of the passenger side, both of the driver's side, and this one right here, hands-free. As I start the vehicle up, I'm going to start it right now, show you the blind spot monitor. Look at that nice bright turn signal here. We're showing you everything today, guys, even with my crappy voice. Here's the wheel, entire combination. Notice right here, it already has the rails, but we have added crossbars from the regional assembly port. That way you can load your gear up there, and also changes the look of the vehicle too. Holla. A couple things I'd like to point out. The fuel tank size is 14.5 gallons here. Open it right here. I always recommend shutting it till it clicks. Fuel mileage. It combines to 39 mpg, 40 in the city, 37 on the highway, because you're doing in the city more starting and stopping, coasting in as you get closer to traffic lights or stop signs. As you take your foot off the accelerator, you're not burning fuel like everybody else on the road. So that's why city is always a little bit better. Look at the brakes here. We're not gonna look at the brakes, but they're ventilated brakes. You're getting 12-inch ventilated brakes in the front, 11.1-inch ventilated brakes in the back. They're bigger brakes, which means that it's better stopping power. They last longer, they cool fast. I'm gonna show you the hands-free power liftgate. What does that mean? That means you can certainly operate it with your hands. You don't have to cut out your hands. You can operate it with the keyless remote here. That's easy. But you can operate it with your foot too. By the way, this is my water bottle here. It's part of my Amazon top picks list. Feel free to check it out. Did you notice the quick segue here? But look, you can see when you're trying to lose weight how much water you've had already. I'm at my 10 o'clock hour and we're in the 8 o'clock hour, so I'm ahead of schedule. So go in the description section. You'll see it's the very first link. Just click it and see if any of my top picks match what you'd look for. Now here we go. I did it! As I lower this right here, I'm gonna show you the LED taillights and stoplights and then show you what it looks like when you're backing up and hitting the brake. So what we've got here is the backup camera right hidden underneath here. It's also got a backup camera washer, so if you drive on dusty or dirty roads, you can look at the backup camera and see the smudges on there. It's sort of hard to see as well as if it was crystal clear, so you can use the backup camera washer. That's pretty cool stuff. It's got parking sonar in the back as well. It's got dual chrome pipes. All right, let's back it up. Now we're going to talk about cargo space. The Venza has, on the Limited, 28.7 cubic feet behind the back row and 54.9 cubic feet behind the front row. That's with the seats down. This one here has an all-weather cargo mat. It's really good for sports equipment and things like that. There's the JBL Sound System. Toyota says it's the most powerful sound system they've ever had in a Toyota. I think that would be really cool to check out. There's the tonneau cover, so that way you can hide valuables when you're on trips. People can't see looking through the window what's there. What's there? I don't know, I can't see. I'm gonna show you the spare tire area as well. This has a couple benefits. Number one, we can see there's the spare tire equipment with some soundproofing. We've got an actual spare tire, which I like. Of course, it's temporary. And then also some grooves, some cutouts where you can put that tonneau cover and store it underneath the floorboard. If you don't need to use it, why have it? Should we fold down the back seats? But first, I'm going to show you it's made for 3 different positions for top latch car seats. All right. See how easy that was? Not like you'd expect it to be difficult, but it's easy. All right, so there's looking from that side. And then we'll show you. It's not quite 100% flat. Look at the all-weather mats right here. Also, when you're on road trips, make sure that kids or just backseat passengers, try not to keep this covered because that's what keeps the battery cooled underneath. All right, let's look at some specs here for Venza. You're gonna like the safety ratings on this. Venza Limited, of course, coastal gray. All right, look at this. Really good safety ratings. Here's the fuel mileage and fuel economy and gas ratings. Very strong. The force is strong in this one. Here's the factory MSRP, but that's not the final MSRP on the window sticker because it's got to be delivered to the dealerships. This one, as it was finished off, has some extra options on it. Toyo Guard Platinum, paint protection for the hood and the door package. It's got all weather mats and the trunk mat, the crossbars there, cable package that allows you to plug in and charge your devices. Also stream Apple CarPlay. 43.1. Now let's look at the features. Here we go. Here's the safety and convenience. Exterior and interior. Time to look at the interior. I'm going to show you how it seats me so you can kind of visualize how it might fit your family. This is limited, has Softex seating on it, standard. The other choice would be fabric on an LE, partial Softex fabric on an XLE. Unless you get the Softex upgrade, then you can get Softex on the XLE. We're just getting a feel for it right now, folks. All right. And then I did want to point out one thing. Notice how standard there is no moonroof on the Limited. A lot of people don't necessarily want a moonroof standard, and so Venza is not making you have it just because you're choosing the Limited model. First impressions of Venza Limited interior. I think it feels comfortable. The seat is very nice for me, very supportive. I feel like my lower back is protected and I could give it even more with the lumbar support, which I'm doing right now. The controls, I think they're very well laid out. They're not complicated, complex. I don't think they would be too confusing. We'll see how the touch buttons work as I get to use them a little bit more and become a little bit more familiar with them. But I like how it's laid out because it looks classy and it's very simple. It's not too busy. Let's investigate further. First thing I'm going to do is show you the rear seat legroom. This is with the seat all the way back right here. So there's actually a good amount of space. I'm going to show you a different angle where you see headroom here. I'm 5'8", just as, you know, baseline. The seat's very comfortable. This one's just a little bit smaller, but it's very soft, a little bit squishy. This is with the seat a little bit more forward. So if you have just, this is actually set for me, for somebody who's 5'8". I guess we could probably move it back. Could I do that from here? Look at my socks. They're fish or sharks or something. There was no good way to do that, you guys. No good way. But this is with the seat all the way back. So maybe if you're sitting back here and you're 6'5" or something, it might be something where you gotta kind of adjust. And now we're gonna look at headroom space. That's how much room I have right here. And we'll see if we can get a little bit better perspective. If you notice, I'm reclined right here as well. But here's the space. Do we need to move that just a little bit more? Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Can you see that better? Would it work for you? And as we investigate a little bit further, you can see seat pockets. That'd be a great place for somebody to store their iPad or coloring book or other supplies. It's got rear air vents in the back, which is really nice. It also has two different USB ports down there for charging. Let's look at the armrest. Squishy, squishy. Please don't squeeze the Charmin. We've got cup holders. We've also got, looks like bigger bottle holders here, and I wonder if that's good for like a sport bottle or like somebody's bottle of water or Gatorade, that kind of stuff. And then this is how we put the seat back. You can be at here or you can be here. So see, there's two different settings and it's really only like an inch or two difference. Sometimes an inch or two makes all the difference in the world for reclining. We're gonna look in the passenger side now. I do like the seats. I really do. Here's how the passenger one works. It goes forward, it goes backward. It does not go up and down, just so you know. So it's a four-way, and then it reclines just like this. Let's see what we got here. I was fooled by that button there. I almost thought this button was something you should push, but it's not. It's just an accent piece. Okay. And now, this is interesting to me because, look here. Here's our center console. But look, you see buttons? That's where the heated seats and cooled seats go, baby. Just like that. That is wild. I always wonder, where are the heated seats in a car? Where are the ventilated seats? This is an interesting way, so you can either look at them or not look at them. We've got spots for different size cup holders. There's a 12-volt circular port here. People like to plug in their Garmins or other devices. Got our tray. They don't recommend long ones go here. I wonder if they'd actually fit right in here. Okay, look at that. That way you can put different size bottles. Hey, we got a parade. Holla! Cool. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha, ha hee, ho ho. Here's the Qi wireless charging. They've also got USB ports set up there. The push button, of course, and then our climate control and our very large 12.3-inch touchscreen. I'm going to show you the bird's eye view camera, but I'm going to do it from out here. I've got my tripod, so it makes it a little bit tougher, but look at this. As it goes around. And then we can also change the perspective of it as well. There's me. That's what I was hoping to see. There I am. So you see there's a person in the way when you're backing up or going to the side, and the person's moving. There's my hand. There's my wedding ring. Holla. Hi, Holly. All right, there's more to see. Bottle holder. Power folding mirrors. There I am. There I am. Does it do it on the other side? Of course it does. There I am again. Nice. It's got two different settings for memory seats. There's a bug. And then this has got lumbar support. It goes up. It goes down. So this is great for taller or shorter drivers to get comfortable and see what you need to see. The back of the seat. This is lumbar support. And you can also twist it as well. Okay, right here's the gasoline release, the hood release. We've got the brightness of the dash, automatic high beams, traction control on and off, heated steering wheel, bird's eye view camera, and then this is the power liftgate. And then also, watch this. Can adjust this up or down. Super cool. Leather wrap steering wheel. All the controls are similar to what you would see on most of the newer Toyotas. The cruise control, radar cruise control, lane departure alert, mode, AM, FM, Bluetooth, Sirius XM. This goes between settings. This is your multi-information display, which, by the way, is a 7-inch multi-information display. Pretty cool. Pick up a call, hang up a call. It uses the same button, volume, and voice commands. Here's our 7-inch display. It shows most of the information that we need to see. Here's our energy monitor. It tells us when we're using gasoline, when we're using electric, when we're recharging the battery. Here's our lane departure alert, pre-collision system, blind spot monitor, parking sonar, rear cross traffic alert. That's the automated braking, road sign assist, and then I'll give you a bonus here. This is how you set the power back door. It could be hands-free or not hands-free. Let's go down. Right here, this is our friend, the JBL Sound System, which actually stands for James B. Lansing, the founder. A little bit of trivia there. But anyway, this has a subwoofer, a 1200 watt amplifier, 9 speakers. It's kicking, guys. It's supposed to be the most powerful, best sounding system Toyota has ever produced. You'll have to be the judge of that one, but I'm glad it's on this car. And our controls here, this is the power. This is our temperature controls. We're going to turn off the bird's eye view camera so we can see the other things. See, we can do it with this button here, or we can do it with this button here. We can control where the air comes out. All right, and what else? We got auto, we've got fan speed, which you can also do up here. We've got rear defroster along with side mirror defroster, front defroster, and then let's just go through some of these. This power on and off, home screen. I guess this is what it's set up. You can set it so that you have different things come up. This is our menu. We can do setups. I use that a lot. I use the phone a lot. Audio. That looks like you normally see. You could do the map. This is dynamic navigation. We're at Umstead Park. We're on Umstead Parkway. Hello. And then it updates from the cloud naturally so that you don't have to change any map cards. That's why you'll never see it. Look here to see if you've got JBL, HD radio, Sirius XM. And then up here we've got, look at this, garage door openers. This is adjustments for your head-up display. What is a head-up display? This is what it looks like looking out the back. You can see the visibility. It is what we're used to in cars, but if I flip the switch, then it shows the camera behind us so we can see very clear, very magnified, exactly what's behind you, so you don't have to look at people's heads or headrests in the way. It takes a little getting used to. Here's some notices up here. It's got safety connect. You have to pull that down to push the button because you want to make sure you're pushing it. LED lights right here. I like that a lot. This is always on, always off. If you have this on, then the doors trigger when your lights come on. All right, what do we have here? We got sliders and we've got lighting. Ooh, I like it. Nice and bright. That's the benefit of the slider. This is with my Apple CarPlay on and the large multimedia touchscreen. You can see that it's got my most common apps right there that I would use on my smartphone that both myself and a passenger could use. And it's got climate controls. Seems very easy to use. I could just easily swipe over here and get some extra apps that I've added. I've added Audible, my library app for audiobooks. I've added Waze. I added Zoom, Sirius XM. Not that I would use Zoom, but it's on there. Look at that big cutout in the side window. It's excellent for seeing around the A-pillar so you can see people on the side and the front. See how it takes the speed bump. All right, that wasn't bad. Let's test it out on some curves here. It's quite smooth, quite smooth. It really does glide through the curves, hugs the corners quite tight. It's impressive. I gotta slow down for the speed bump, of course. Test a little acceleration going on. Gets up to speed pretty quick. Of course, this is a parkway, so we're not going all that fast. Just testing it out. See the window cutout here? Improves visibility. Notice the road sign assist. It says it's speed limit of 25. So my first drive on the Venza, I'm impressed. I find that there's just a little bit of road noise as you accelerate, but once you're at your cruising speed, it's actually very quiet. It does glide. It's so smooth on the road. I think that this is a car that you want to test drive and just see if it's something that you'd want to put on your list or not. The sizing feels good. I know some people were concerned about the cargo space. It's a little bit less than a RAV4. To me, it's just fine. As a matter of fact, I just went outside of my lane and the car gave me a little on the steering wheel. Not an electric shock, but it just gave me a little nudge saying, hey, you might want to look at the road. Let me try that again. Oh yeah. Oh, this is so nice, you guys. I'm impressed. Now, granted, I'm a fan of the Venza. I've been looking forward to it. So my expectations were actually really high. The probability that I would be disappointed is very, very high because I was looking so forward to driving this car. I'm gonna adjust my height just a little bit here. The seat controls are very easy to use, and actually they work fast too. You ever seen a power driver seat that goes really slow? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is nice. Let's try accelerating here. Gotta get back down to speed, but yeah, that was nice. Like I said, there's a little bit of road noise as you accelerate, but once you get it to your main speed, it's just fine. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. What do you think of the Venza? Are you impressed? Would you choose a Limited? Would you choose an XLE? Would you choose an LE? Wouldn't it be nice to have them all lined up together? That would be cool. That's cool. Anyway, let me know what you think of that. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, I'm on Instagram. I'd love it if you joined my Instagram community. We'll be seeing cool pictures of this and lots of other vehicles. Toyota Jeff 1. You could also see what I think about the world of cars or the world of life, anything like that, on my Facebook at Toyota Jeff. Thank you guys again so much. I really appreciate it. Click on that Amazon.com link in the description to see if you like any of my top picks. Woo! I'm going to be writing a story at torquenews.com/Toyota, TORQUE, news.com/Toyota, because we're talking about Toyota. I write. Woo! That's a mouthful. Oh, I gotta rest my voice. It's horrible, you guys. Horrible. Can you imagine I'm doing an auto review? People are gonna hate it. See you next time.